So how are they being smuggled? I mean, what are the creative ways that the Mexican? I mean, we know the cartels are so powerful. They're so powerful that you cut the head off a snake, another one grows back. We've known this from other types of drugs for years and years and years now. So I mean, if it's not the border, I'm assuming it's through cars, it's through planes. I mean, it's coming from everywhere.
It is. It's everywhere. You just said it. It's, they're cutting off pineapples and stuffing it inside a pineapple, disguising it as fruit. They're putting it inside cardboard, corrugated cardboard, the little channels within cardboard, and dropping it in there. There's an all-out effort to get it into the U.S. because it is so profitable. We have to continue to reduce our demand for it in the U.S. and not make it such a profitable idea for these terrorist cartels to send it here. But what we really have to do is make sure that they don't have that ability, that we're cutting off the money. We're not letting them get those resources. And I think that's really how we're going to cut off the head of the snake and again until the snake is dead.
Right. You saw Nikki Haley there. I mean, she's talking about declaring the cartels terrorist organizations. Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, they're talking about taking war to Mexico. And Donald Trump had even previously considered firing a missile into the cartels. I'm sure this kind of verbiage plays well locally, but is it smart, war with Mexico?
Well, certainly it feels like we're losing an entire generation with 108,000, so many of them children, young people. It's the number one cause of death, 18 to 45-year-olds. It's the fastest rising cause of death for people under 18. It feels like we're losing a generation. There's bipartisan support to declare it a weapon of mass destruction. It's bipartisan support to have these folks declare it foreign terrorist organizations. And I think really we can put the rhetoric aside. What we really need is action. And that's really what we need to focus to reduce the problem.
Could you send Marines in, Jim?
Would I send the Marines in? There's probably a long list of people I would send in. The Marines are certainly capable. I wouldn't mind having the Australian border forces back up.
But I mean, even Defence Force, even Navy, whatever. I mean, could you send armed forces into Mexico? I mean, I'm sure the Mexicans would not like that at all.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's declaring war in another country. Yeah. That's invading another country.
That's right. Yeah.
And so I don't mean to make light of it. But in all seriousness, what we know are these are foreign terrorist cartels. They're operating in another country. They're sending what I would say are weapons of war to the U.S. With someone dying every 5 minutes. How, if this was 12,000 people in Australia dying, you'd have a lot of parents ready to take some pretty extreme action. I think on our end, the extreme action also includes greater treatment, greater prevention, and greater stopping it at the borders. We could stop it at the borders and not have to go into Mexico if we were really serious about deciding what is coming into our country. The immigration issue is separate. Who's coming into the country can be someone else. We need to know what is coming into our country, just like Commissioner Altram is doing there in Australia.
Yeah. Hey, Jim Carroll, good to have you with us this morning. Appreciate your time. We will talk to you again soon, see how that develops. Yeah, worth pointing out there, it's not just Mexico, it's coming from China, other countries, including Canada too, according to the DEA. A problem only worsening.